What's the first thing you think of when you hear the word idolatry? Don't think too hard about it. What's the first image that comes to your mind as soon as you hear the word idolatry? When I hear the word idolatry, the first thing I think of is a golden calf. And I think about Cecil B. DeMille's movie, The Ten Commandments, and the Israelites worshiping the golden calf while Moses is on the mountain. And I would venture to guess that most Jews and Christians, when they hear the word idolatry, they probably think of somebody bowing down before or offering incense to some molten image like a golden calf instead of worshiping the true God. However, we have to remember that idols come in many different forms, and they're not just graven images. What are some of the idols that people worship today? Could I name a few? Money, material possessions, power, pleasure, celebrities, sports, comfort, security, sex, control, the approval of others, professional success. Those are all idols. And unfortunately, many people worship them and commit idolatry and think they're doing just fine because they go to Mass on Sunday and they know they've never offered incense to a golden calf. But meanwhile, their whole lives are full of idolatry. Anytime any one of the things I just mentioned becomes your obsession, or anytime your life becomes a frantic quest for any one of those things, you have fallen into idolatry. The only thing we should be obsessed with in life is God. And the only thing our life should be a frantic quest for is union with God and holiness. The minute I become obsessed with anything but God, and the minute I realize I'm frantically seeking after anything or anyone but God, I am an idolater. All throughout Advent, we are hearing every day from the prophet Isaiah. Today we have a portion of the prophet Isaiah from chapter 45 of the book of the prophet Isaiah. And the Lord tells us over and over in today's passage that He is the Lord, He's the one to be worshipped, and none other. The first sentence, I am the Lord, there is no other. A couple of verses later, again, I am the Lord, and there is no other. Then, who announced this from the beginning and foretold it from of old? Was it not I, the Lord, besides whom there is no other God? By myself I swear, uttering my just decree, to me every knee shall bend, by me every tongue shall swear, saying, only in the Lord are just deeds and power. I am the Lord, and there is no other. Well, the Lord who's speaking here is the Lord who takes on human flesh in the incarnation and who was born as a baby on Christmas Day. And the greatest image of anti-idolatry and true worship that we see during these times is the image of the three magi who have come from the east and who kneel down in adoration of the baby Jesus and offer him gifts. They don't offer incense to any molten image made of gold. They offer the newborn king incense and gold. They are the image of what each one of us is called to do, to put that baby Jesus, who is God, in the first place in our lives. So I want to ask you this morning, are there any idols that you're worshiping in your life right now? Anyone besides the living and true God that you are obsessed with or frantically seeking after? You know, a good way you can tell if you have any idols, just look at what you spend most of your time thinking about during the day. A wise priest once said, "Your God is whatever you think about all day long." Are you worshiping any idols? If you discover that you are, spend the next 9 days smashing your idols. And if you do that, on Christmas Day, you'll find yourself in the only posture you ought to be in as a believing Christian, the only one that will please God and ever make you happy. And that's the posture of the Magi, kneeling in adoration before the true Lord Jesus Christ.